Good morning, class. This is Ashley Cribb, and we're going to go over some of the lessons that we learned and what we have to do um, for this particular exercise. In 513 class, we were given an exercise to look up a tutorial. Um, this is the tutorial that I came up with to take a look at. The author of the exercise, he goes over getting started, basics part 1, basics part 2, attributes and numbering, and CSS. Now, this is writing HTML super fast with Emmet courses. It's 5 lessons, and it's about 30 minutes. Scotch.io right here is a good example of they have a lot of tutorials, courses, news, and everything. So this is where sometimes that I go if I want to learn about a course. As you can tell, they have a Scotch.io has a video player where the person can actually create tutorials, courses for people who want to learn about programming. And one of the things that we have in our course this semester is how to do HTML and mobile web pages. So I went through all the courses, and he gives you the information, but the real interesting part is that he doesn't kind of explain. Now, he explains about Sublime Text, which is another text editor, but he doesn't go over about like Codepen or whichever. Codepen is like a sandbox. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a video on how to actually take Codepen and add Emmet to Codepen so that we can follow along and actually be able to do these exercises just like he's doing. So the reason why I chose Codepen is if you look at Codepen, here's your HTML, and this is entitled. I've actually gone in and created a new project, and you've got HTML, you've got your CSS, which is your cascading style sheets, and you got your JavaScript. And then I was like, okay, well, how do you add Emmet to Codepen, right? So if you go back, Emmet is like an external resource within Codepen. So if you go here into pins, you can see where it says adding external resources, and then if you look down, it'll tell you that you have to go to your JavaScript. So this is the example. So what they basically tell you is you have to go to your pin and then go to JavaScript on the little gear from JavaScript, and then in here you have add external scripts pins. And so you go in and you type in Emmet. There it is. You click on it, and what do you know? You now have Emmet into your Codepen. See this right here? This is your actual Emmet. Now, when you go through the exercises, you can actually, with him, when he follows and has his exercises, you can now go in and follow along under Codepen and not have to have an additional software loaded. So that's the most important thing, is the fact that now you don't have to actually have installed a program to run through the exercises. You can just actually have a sandbox, because that's actually what Codepen is. It's kind of like a sandbox. And once you've completed all of this information into your coding, it will actually show you what you actually have. So there you have it. So now you can actually do a Codepen exercise and follow along. And the way this tutorial or this course is and then you can now, you know, be able to create web pages within a single line of code. And then you hit enter, and then quite miraculously, Emmet will help you write your web pages in no time flat. Thank you for watching.